evening and welcome to yet another edition of our program Grassroots Reports. This is a program that highlights some of the activities in the grassroots. In today's package, we shall take a look at the effects of erratic power supply on small businesses. We shall also beam our searchlight on the importance of entrepreneurial skill in job creation. Street traders plead with government to ply their trade. Portions of Ezuku Road between Tenant and School Road now impassable. The importance of entrepreneurial skill in job creation cannot be overemphasized. In this grassroots report, a look has been given to entrepreneurial skill in employment generation.
The importance of entrepreneurial skill development in society cannot be overemphasized, because gone are the days when jobs were available everywhere, both in the private and public sectors of the economy, and employers go about looking for potential graduates for employment. The question of choice of job or the type of employer one would like is now a story. White-collar jobs are scarcely available. Hence, many graduates are desperate to get any job to keep body and soul together. Indeed, there is a paradigm shift in the labor market. Therefore, the need to acquire and develop specific entrepreneurial skills cannot be neglected, because entrepreneurship is vital to creating employment and indeed a special form of employability for graduates. For Joseph Eke, a director of an entrepreneurial skill acquisition center, the effect of unemployment has given rise to the army of youths idling away. He said a self-employed person can never go hungry because the skill he acquired provides food for him. Joseph Eke noted that the major cause of unemployment among vibrant Nigerian youths is lack of skills to back up what they learned from their institutions of learning. He stated that if they had learned any skill at all, the rate of unemployment will reduce among them.
Because the days of depending on white-collar jobs are almost over. Here we empower them, in catering, in fashion design, decoration, craft, industrial processing. All these things are some of the things we do in this place, so that they'll be self-reliant. At the end of the day, be able to stay on your own and become an employer of labor. Instead of moving about with fire, going here and there looking for a white-collar job, then you become useful to yourself and to the society, so that you can keep the youth out of the road, out of the streets.
However, Mr. Joseph Eke highlighted some of the challenges small and medium-scale entrepreneurs face, to include multiple taxation, epileptic power supply, lack of adequate grant from government for the purchase of needed equipment, among others.
The other time also mentioned that overtaxation. You pay business premises, you pay this, you pay for water borehole, many things we used to pay for. See, it becomes burdensome or not to survive, as a private small-scale enterprise. So that's another area is something like grant from the government outside ITF and NDDC that gave us some contracts in the past. We have not really had any major support from the government. So they should be able to support us, give us grants, help us to buy equipment. We need machines, we need more industrial ovens and things like that to help us to pursue the agenda we are pursuing.
For some youths, learning skills will offer them the opportunity to put food on the table and also create job opportunities for others.
Why I decided to learn this instead of waiting for white-collar job is because, in our society these days, you hardly find white-collar jobs. So, and even most of the graduates out there, they are still looking for handworks to engage themselves in order for me not to start wasting my time. So it's better for me I learn something that I can be doing with my hand in order to fetch me money.
My advice to everybody, all youths out there that are lazing about writing jams year in, year out, there's no need for wasting your time there. You have to come to look for something doing. Handwork pays these days. You know, the country, the economy is nothing to write home about, but when you are self-employed, I think you can be comfortable.
Foremost, I think it's so important that at least you have something doing. So I prefer doing something, at least with what I'm doing, I can be able to train myself, even going to higher institution, then later on I can look for that job. So at least with what I'm doing, I'll be able to help myself, because even entering into the higher institution, you have to face a lot of difficulties, especially financial challenge. So, but if you have something doing, you find out that to be less easier for you, at least you can bear some of the burdens by yourself. So that's why I prefer coming in here, get the knowledge, then I can be able to deliver outside.
Even in the universities, entrepreneurship is being taught there, just to show that handwork is very, very paramount. We have so many things we produce here, not only coming here to learn how to do cake and fashion design. We have so many things we produce here, especially in the industrial processing aspect. We produce hair shampoos, car wash, hand wash, so many things that you can sell and derive money from.
As far as unemployed persons are concerned, all they want is to get jobs regardless of their circumstance. Most parents are getting wary of taking care of grown-up children who have successfully completed the mandatory number of years in tertiary institutions. An idle youth with no identifiable skill or visible means of livelihood will most likely become vulnerable to negative tendencies and may constitute a threat to the society. This reinforces the argument that job creation is pivotal to the success of any government that has the good agenda of wealth creation, social security for its citizens, and importantly, the internal security of the nation. In the light of all these points, governments at all levels have been urged to start adequate training of youths on skills acquisition from the basic school level. Ministry of Education should also include skills acquisition in the training of youths to augment their theory classes.
Small businesses are parts of the economic engine of every nation. However, in Nigeria, this important aspect of the sector is bedeviled by some challenges, such as epileptic power supply. Grassroots Reports highlights some of the effects of erratic power supply on small businesses.
Helen Okoye is a seamstress and a mother of two. Her shop is situated at Nwala Street, Aba. Aba is the commercial capital of Abia State in southeast Nigeria. Her ambition is to expand her business, but she cannot do so because a large percentage of her profit is spent on fueling the small power generating set she uses for her business. According to Helen, she spends about 18,000 naira weekly to buy petrol. This is due to inadequate public power supply.
As you can see, in our state or in our country, the power supply is affecting seriously our work, majorly in this our field of sewing work, because it needs a steady power supply for you to be able to deliver. Because as you can see now, there is no light. What we are using now is a generator. So, and in a day, we know how much we are spending on fuel to make sure that we can be able to deliver the jobs of our customers. For example, we used to spend up to 3,000 or 2,005 naira fuel per day.
Some of our counterparts in the same area have closed shop due to their inability to cope with this unfriendly business environment. With high production costs, Helen cannot compete with bigger firms that are in the same business.
Because if you cannot be able to get money to be able to fuel your gen, then or you don't have a generator, there is no way you can be able to deliver, because this work needed a neat work. For you to make a neat, perfect work, you need light.
She is not the only one facing the same challenge in this area. Longini Sugoji is a tailor. With less than 6 hours of power supply daily, Longinus equally relies on his small generating set. He tells me that multiple levies imposed by the government and hike in production costs are other challenges faced by small businesses. The rising cost is due to the continual decline in the value of the naira occasioned by the economic recession.
At the end of the month, still
it is the plan of the Abia State government to assist small businesses in order to improve people's welfare. That will lead to an increase in internally generated revenue. The major challenge facing the government is irregular supply of electricity. The generation and distribution of electricity is under the exclusive list and therefore under the jurisdiction of the federal government. Past federal administrations spent colossal amounts of money to tackle the issue. It does appear that it is going to be a long walk before the country achieves stability in power supply. It is for this reason that the government of former President Olusegun Obasanjo embarked on the reform of the power sector. The exercise resulted in the creation of 6 power generating companies known as GenCos and 11 power distribution companies known as DISCOs. The purpose, among others, was to open the sector to private participation and in the long run improve power supply. That has not been achieved. Owners of small businesses like Helen and Longinus rely on generators in order to remain in business. According to a German-based firm, GIZ, Nigerians spent about 3.5 trillion naira in 2016 alone to fuel generators for commercial and domestic use. Nigeria is rated as one of the biggest importers of generators from Asian countries such as China and Japan. That is the situation, despite that Nigeria is Africa's biggest economy and most populous country. Taking this into account, it does appear that it may be difficult for the Abia State government to actualize one of its cardinal programs of promoting trade and investment.
Street trading has continued to generate concern from every quarter. In this report, Grassroots Crew takes a look at street trading as a black spot of every city.
Street trading along Enyimba has been a major concern to the Abia State government. This follows a series of complaints from concerned citizens on the dangers of street trading along this portion of Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. Based on the dangers associated with this long-age street trading in every nook and cranny of Aba, the commercial nerve center of Abia State, the government has given the street traders an ultimatum to evacuate the area in order to save both the traders and consumers who patronize them along the busy roads from unforeseen circumstances. MCL News asked the traders why they still exhibit their trade along the Enyimba Road and Aba-Port Harcourt Expressway. This was their response.
And again, I did keep walking on area. Makoya did Kaga no area. And another thing I put on many of us labor. One day, I had to send him area. Some of us didn't live in Waya. I don't share area. Despite that, who's I did? Meaning they didn't buy them at Nimaria. I have right time. But Nima wouldn't. A guy and your body, Nima, and you're just a guy that will wash up. Well, look at it. You're way in give
I don't make business. I go more barrier. So I will more job obrego. Well start here for them obretebra. Maka most of people they know about why so na bo hasta kwa go abi ma he. Na aga maga no kete. Aga kwa maga ari walo so ko ne mo ga nwa gu. So mu bi obrego from naka. Gi ma he ga pick ja ha. Bra bambo.
Apart from defacing the aesthetic nature of the areas, it has also affected vehicular movement as both buyers, consumers and other road users find it difficult to cross over the road due to heavy traffic jam it causes along the portion. MCO News also spoke to some of the street traders who were still appealing to the state government to refrain from its decision despite knowing the inherent dangers associated with their commercial activities along the ever-busy road.
And the most of that's why you got on Nulo. I could have never you got to change my at least even time for the day. Get you the way you get you work and the head. If you got better to buy, I am not because so time the team are going to dance as left for them get their
Despite the dangers associated with this ugly trend, street trading in Aba metropolis has become a common fight which both the past and present administrations in Abia State have been battling to win. As part of efforts to subdue street trading in Aba, the state government has constructed many conventional markets in the city with unoccupied stalls dotting all corners of these markets. Therefore, the state government and concerned citizens have advised street traders to relocate in these unoccupied stores and carry out their commercial activities comfortably.
We now go for a break. When we return, the program will continue. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Ezuku Road is an important road that leads to Cemetery Market and other parts of the city. Over the years, portions of Ezuku between tenants and school roads have become almost impassable. Grassroots Reports crew went to the area for first-hand information.
The span of this road is measurably long, and so is supposed to give the road an extra edge in terms of maintenance. It is also a major link road for traders from the Enugu Umuahia axis and the Calabar Uyo axis to the very popular former cemetery, now Ezuku Market. The road is also a major connection for rural traders that come from the Aso Baja, Eberiomuma and other areas with foods and commodities. As important as this road is, some portions of this road is now impassable. The failed state of this portion is mildly pathetic. The portions include the beginning of Tenant, Cameron, Ehi, Clifford, and school roads. Flood and debris have overtaken the Ezuku Road portions that pass through these roads. The state of these portions, as described by residents and business owners, only but explains their state of hopelessness.
There may be almost 20-something years. So when we tell you what our homes are, and the many zoo eba, and then eba, now even on your plan, check up, London cheba, Mandeka neighbor, on a matter of fact, Mandan then the car hapotrola, my in a boss. Mandene reke mande hapra so tin the nyai wan so mandena ga cemetery so ila eba na lead to ga cemetery from cemetery gega to Patakot road from there gega Patakot
inanya gota ni ne jure ji na anyi ru eba ni ne ohia eruchacha na enwe eba na aga aga due to ụzọ adịghị omebie n'ọtụtụ mgbe gọọmenti wee mee ya abandon wee hapụ ere so omebiri na aga inanya ga ha ọtụtụ ụlọ ndị mmadụ niile ahapụchara due to mmiri. If you look at this road now, these have been still like this for the past 12 years now. And this is a very nice road that leads to Ezuku Road Market. Okay. Due to erosion, something. Okay. So
Then the government they have been trying, but they have not given any seriousness on it. When they come and they bring the caterpillars, after 2 weeks they will go. So not have been done here. Right from the past three past regimes have existed before this one now. So not have been done. And people here are suffering.
The road has been like this for many years. It has been up to 15 to 20 years. This road has been in a bad condition. So it affects us in business in many ways. You can see this is the major road leading to Cemetery Market. This is major road Ezuku leading to Cemetery Market, one of the biggest markets in the Abia State. There's no way, no road.
The residents of this place has been suffering. This place has been a horror to us. And more especially the flood. Sometimes we leave our house to run away because of the flood, just like what you are seeing right now.
The failed drainage resulting in excessive flooding of the area even led to the abandonment of houses that only serve as refuse dams for residents. Despite the very harsh condition of living in such an area that appears to have been forgotten by all forms of normal existence, residents still express hope and believe in the present leadership of the state.
I believe that the present governor can do something because we are really suffering here. Most of people, they are leaving their houses, just like, look at just this place now. Nobody's there. Look at this place. Nobody's there. Here now, people are no more there. Even this place I am now, everybody is running. We cannot leave our property, our father's property, because we are the ones that are alive that should maintain it. But everybody now is packing out. The landlord has now becoming tenants.
All these places you see now are tarred. It's a tarred road. It's just that the drainage system is so bad that when it rains, the whole, it's slopey. It's in a slopey area. So when it rains, the whole water gathered here, and the drainage from here to Orata is always blocked. So it's a question of coming to make a new drainage system or open the existing old one. And you see people, the road will be fine again.
Well, I lived around here, 21 Ehi Road, before the place was demolished from the new landlord. And what I witnessed is that before the last election, the governor, Dr. Victor Kezipa, the PhD, came to this place and promises us that after the election, he will do something. But I thank God today, by his good works, I believe that he will remember us because we have been suffering from this place. Sometimes I cannot even come back to my house when it rained heavily. So I believe that as the governor of this state, I believe he has the listening ears. He knows the problem of the citizens and the problem of the masses. I believe he will come to our aid very soon.
This portion of Ezuku Road paints a very sour picture of neglect, abandonment, and despair for the residents and business owners. The reality of the severity of the plight of residents of these areas is that they have now become so disillusioned that most of them may soon begin to desert their homes and property for a little lease of life at the other habitable environments. They appealed to relevant authorities to remember the area.
Ayom ka the government be anyina ya aga because I want atala ho eba o tela I want tawara ho ka mande na aga mande shisha abia ma enwa bigo na nyima aba ma street ka onye obula nyere onwe ya ka ankwa no uzo because enwe nde keke ga si buru gawa ahia ga na ge 30 naira sig no 100 du to uzo asig uzo ade mma.
Ihe m na-ayọ iyo ndị gọọmenti nwee ihe ọzọ ka ha bịa gbatọsọ enyemaka gbatakwara ndị bisaid ebe ọsọ enyemaka bịa nwee ike hụ na ụzọ ebe a ma gota bụ ihe gara aga ile anya na ụzọ alidiri gaa to cemetery ebe a na-azụ ahịa Eziukwu mana enwezi ka esi aga ya duto ọ dịghị mma mmiri na-eto ya.
And we need government attention seriously, and as we enter into the season now, you will see flood from that Clifford Road to Trent Road. People here will start forgetting. So here is the road is very, very important to people.
The solid state of this portion of road that has engulfed houses and made it impassable even for pedestrians is one that requires urgent attention. According to the residents, The major cause of the problem is the blocked drainage that allows the flood water to dislodge at Orata to the Aba River. They believe that if the blocked drainage is desilted and the water flow becomes free, a Zuku-filled portion will heave a sigh of relief.
Thanks for being part of the program. My name is Jonah Oji. Join us same time next week for another package. Good night.